Right, so shoulder work today. So hopefully you can all see as we go through. So I'm going to start with smaller movements. So just for now, just try and keep those shoulders down. And we're literally just going to look for smaller circles. Palms are facing forward as we go. Try and take these steadier movements. So sometimes we get carried away. We start doing this. Just try and have a nice smooth movement. Yeah, and then we're just going to start to make them a little bit bigger. Start to loosen up. Yeah, good speed. Perfect. Little bit bigger still. Be interesting to see if anyone can feel it the next few days after we finish this whole set today. Good, and the other way around again, just start smaller. Reverse the direction. Slowly bigger. It's probably between a 15 to 20 minute shoulder set. Little bit chest work and then on to abdominals towards the end. Good, and again, just make sure they're a little bit bigger now. Yeah, to try and start to pull them back as well. So from that position, they're coming back. We're not too far forward at this point. We're bringing them back in line as we reverse up. So imagine if you can see on your screen, you can use your screen. Try and make sure your line just goes behind your body and then in front of your body. Sometimes we can get caught in doing this, just all in front. So just make sure, some of you will be able to feel, some of you might have a mirror, some of you might need to use a screen. Round there as we go, good. What we're then going to look to do now is just to literally spin off the arms. So the arms are quite relaxed at this point in time, and all we're doing is literally it's just a little bit of movement around. So it's just to let, after we hold those arms up, just let a little bit of blood come back to those arms, whilst also looking at this kind of movement as well. So not so important what we're doing here. We're just trying to keep this fairly relaxed without putting any pressure on. As we put too much pressure on it, we'll turn them out. Round, and then we're going to come back up then. So just start with a few shrug rolls first. So what I'm doing now is I'm really rolling through that movement. So bigger shoulder movements here. So shoulder rolls as we go. Just work through those shoulder rolls. Put your hands on your shoulders here if you want to. Yeah, so just as we start to roll them around. If it gets too uncomfortable at any point, just dip in and dip out, because sometimes even just holding your arms out for a while on the shoulders. Good, and then rotate the other way around. So bigger movement around the joint this way. So I'm just going back to front now. Roll, roll, roll. 2 more of those. Good, and then we're going to come back here. So again, shoulders are fairly stable at this point in time. And we might be able to go straight into a nice big circle now. So this is where we're looking at our biggest point to make the biggest circles possible. So if you need to start slow or lower, feel free. If not, just take those arms nice and wide. Big circle, shoulders are still back. Not massive amount coming through. 3, 2, 1. Other way around. Remember, nice and steady. Those of you are quite good with your breathing patterns, try and breathe through each of these. Bigger circles, nice big circles. So hopefully if you do these in your own time, as you get going, they'll become bigger and bigger. Relax there, and again, just let them just almost flick off. A little bit of a strange one for most of you, this one. It's almost like we're just turn the body as you let go. So just be shoulder comes across. Warm up that rotation. So next one we're going to look at is going to be retracting into it. So what we need to do for this one is we're going to pull our shoulders back and down as we go. So from here, what I'm trying to do is just retract these back. So if I use my hands as a reference point, say my shoulders are here, what I'm trying to do is just pull them down. So my hands will be to the side. So I'm engaged here, and all I'm doing is pulling down towards the ground and just holding momentarily. So start here, and then hold, and then release. Just pulling down, release. So hopefully you can manage to pull down and release. Pull down. So imagine you're pinching your shoulder blades together. So what I'm trying to do now is almost to overextend. I'm here, I'm just pulling my shoulders down towards the floor. 4 more of those. So relax and then down. Relax. Hopefully you can see the band as I pull them down. 1 more. And then what I'm going to look to do is just going to look to do them singly now. So I'm just loosening off. So what I'm trying to do is depress it down. So I'm pulling it back and then down as I go. So it's going to look like one's really dropping off. So we're going to do one side and then the other. So pull it back, down, relax, pull it. So open up. By pull it back, I mean back to here. And then what I mean by pull it down is depress it down. So step 1, pull back. Step 2, pull down as we go. Relax. 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 So I'm almost kind of arching a little bit into this to make, just to over exaggerate that depression there. So this bit's coming forward as I pull that back and down as I go. You don't have to worry about that. I'm just trying to do it. I'm so far away just to overextend. So just to show you what's happening. So normal shoulder position, what I'm looking to do is, and then relax. So it goes back, and then it's pulling down. So you can see my shoulder line there. Other way around. Some of you might feel a stretch through the pectoral and the chest as well. Okay, so you might feel it just stretching through there. So essentially what we're trying to do is pull it from the back. So as it pulls down, so from there, relax other side. Relax, 1 more. Good. So just to recap those doubles, so doubles down to there. Just going to do 5 of these. Last one. Excellent. Just give them a quick roll. So just to talk you through the next one, just what we're going to look at doing. So we're going to look at our hands being in this position and just rotating outward. So as we go from there, we're trying to keep those shoulders pinching still. Let's go from there. Try not to let your arm come away from your body. So this position here, shoulders are back and down, nice and open. Out we go and extend. Nice controlled movement. Okay, so what we're looking through is some of those external rotations. So are your shoulders pulling back? Are they pulling down? It's quite, some of you will be used to doing this with a bit of weight. So what we're looking to do is do it with the hands as we go. So just opening out. Yep. So the rotation comes from here. Yep. So if your shoulders stop moving out, you shouldn't be going that far. It doesn't go that way. Yep. So from here, open 4, 3. Don't worry, we're going to repeat all of these anyway. 2 and 1. Next one we're going to do from this position is go to a straight position and then back down. So I'm still in that position, but then I'm trying to straighten my arm up as I go. Okay, so let's start from here to make it easier. So this position, I'm trying to pull back in. So my arms will be at 90 degrees as I pull it up. So I'm really trying to retract at the same time. Back down. So I'm just going to show you on that one arm. Up it goes. Back down. Shoulders still trying to stay in a nice big block as we go. So extend away. Back to here. Extend. Back to here. You can probably feel this through the lats as well. So they run all the way down the side of the back. So if you spend any time at a desk or over a laptop, etc., these might feel a little bit tighter. So hopefully we can open up posture-wise. Nice and steady. Might be able to feel it through those lats. 3 more on each side. Extend. Couple more on each side. Lengthen. 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 1 more. Excellent. Just let them sink down again, let them go. So we're going to get back through those external rotations. So you might feel you need a little bit more blood in the shoulders, in the hands, etc. So just to recap from here, we're going to look at those rotations outward. Yep, so we're going to go for 12 of these, and then we're going to go back to these extensions from here. So nice and steady, 12, 11, 10, 9. So I still stay broad as we go. 8, 7, pinching through the shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From that position up to here, and then look to extend away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one might be a little bit more difficult. 6 as you extend up, trying to keep that shoulder close to your body. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. 11. Nice straight arm. So it's trying to get that arm up nice and straight as well. Good. 8 to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down. So we're going to get back to those arm circles now. So just back up. We're going to look just to rotate them round again. Make sure they're feeling nice and loose still. Palms can face forward. Yeah, and again, if you can go right into the bigger circles, feel free straight into bigger circles. And finally, other way around before we head towards the mat section. Nice and big circles. Good. Right, so mat-wise, we're going to look at I's, T's, Y's, W's, and then we're going to look at a few others. So this position, so be up if you can. So essentially what we're looking to do is push backwards, keeping those shoulders nice and still as we go. So I's are here, T's are here, Y's up there, W's here, and then we've got a few ups and arounds trying to maintain contact with the floor as we go. Okay, hopefully those shoulders are feeling warmed up, if nothing else. Those of you can see the child under the bed, he's playing hide and seek, don't worry, it's fine. Right, so from this position, so those of you that can are going to come up to this position. Yeah, it's more comfortable, just stay there. But if you can, lift your shoulders and head up as you go, and then try and pull those shoulders back like we've been doing a lot of already. And then we're going to go 10 reps in an I position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brill. Relax. Out to the side position again. So remember, elevate if you can, and let's retract. Nice and smooth. 1, 2. Everything today should be a small, smooth action into the top position. 4, 5. So don't throw it. It should rebound back. Should be no momentum either way. It's just a smooth retraction. 1 more. Little relax there. Up to the wide position. Okay, so head and shoulders up again if you can. Up to a wide, and then retract. So this is quite a good one to try and pull back into as well. So pull your shoulders back and down, and let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. We're going to go into those W's. So from a Y, we retract back. So keep pulling those scapulars back. Pull those shoulder blades together. Let's go. 10 to there. 9. 8. 7. Big squeeze back. 6. Remember, control out. Squeeze back. And again. Squeeze. Last one. Relax. Okay, so from this position, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and go arms up, legs up, but opposite. So when we go into a back extension, I normally like to keep the feet on the floor. This time, if you can see, those legs are going to go opposite wise. So as we pick one up, we can go the other way around. Okay, so pulling the shoulders back, one shoulder comes up, one leg goes back. If you want to make this harder, try and leave everything off the floor from that position and then go from there. So when you come back down, don't go all the way down as you go. Okay, 2 versions to try. So let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well then you've got both things up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Then do another set of 10 of those. So opposites. So if you can hold everything off as we go, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. What we're going to do is roll over now. So when we roll over, what we're trying to do is trying to pull those shoulders back towards the floor as we go up to here. So we're going to go up to this top position, trying to keep your fingertips on the floor. And then we're just going to pull into that W and down. Okay, so what we can do for starters is make it a circle. So fingertips in there, and I'm just going to take it round up to the top position. Back round again. So this time, so unlike the chalk circle for the chest, we've got the back of our fingertips on the floor here. It's always the back, the fingertips that stay, the shoulders stay on the floor. Open, open, open to the top position. Pretty much straight arms. Some of you will lift your arms at this top position. That's fine. Don't try and overforce them. And from that top position again, with the arms are nice and straight, keep pulling your shoulders down and bring it around. Okay, let's go. 7, 8 more. Take it up. Keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back. If you haven't got space on the floor, you can do this on the wall. And slowly, slowly keep pulling, 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 pulling. Hopefully you can't feel too many clicks on the way through. Open, 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 open. Yeah, and then close, 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 close. Good. Keep pulling everything back. Open. Open. Shoulders must be pulling back. Back and down. Close. Shoulders still pulling back and down. Yeah, the movement's coming from the shoulders. Shoulder, 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 shoulder. Good. And again. Open. Open, 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 open. Shoulders, keep trying to pull them back, pull them down. Open. Lovely. Last couple. Keep them there, keep pulling them back. You've got to do the work, I'm afraid. There's no weight to do the work. You've got to engage, you've got to pull down, you've got to hold, you've got to contract. You've got to do all the work. Keep pulling them back. Keep pulling them back. Pull, 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 pull. Back the other way. And relax there. Good. Bulk of the shoulder work there. So we're just going to look at your chest in terms of chalk circles before we look at that abdominal set. So slightly different this time around. What we're going to do is open out the chest as we go. So we're looking at opening out now. So hands on each other, knees together. We'll start to open and back. Going to do 10 of these. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. 6 and back. 7 and back. 8 and back. 9 and back. 10 and back. This time with a circle, fingertips face down until you get to this top section, and then they twist across when they feel comfortable. Opening out, bring it across to here. So a bit more of a mobility focus on this one. Chest and shoulder area still. Over we go. Because the last shoulder exercise coming up in a second needs a little bit of chest as well. Open, 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 open. Lovely. Try to maintain contact. Big circle over the body. Nice and slow. Contact, contact, contact. Knees together. Yeah. Over we go. One more of these. And then we're going to change sides. So 10 opens. Again, relax, knees together. And we're just trying to get the shoulders towards the floor. 1. And close. 2. And close. 3. And close. 4. And close. 5. And close. 6. Close. 7. Close. So we're really trying to keep these knees together as we open out, trying to get that hand down. That's 8 down. 2 more to go. Open. and close. One more. Before we circle out. Open, open, open. Lovely. And close up. Fingertips in contact now. Up and over. And round we go. Over the body for one. Over for two. Over for three. Over for four. Over for five. For six. Keep in contact if you can. For seven. Last one. For eight. Good. So next one, back to those shoulders. What we're going to look to do is retract those shoulders in that position as we can. So what we're going to look to do is just down with the shoulders and then back. So imagine you're trying to do a bad press up with your, don't bend your elbows at all. What we're going to just do is push the shoulders back. So my arms are locked, they're pretty much straight. My elbows are locked. So if you're hyperextendable, just be a little bit careful of that elbow joint because they're going to be straight. And what I'm then doing is just pushing my shoulders back to hold and then back. So shoulders only, 1, 2, and then back through. So shoulder movement in and then back. Shoulders in, back, good. Shoulders again, and back. In we go, and back, 3 more. In we go, and back. In we go, and back. Last one. In we go, and back. Relax. So one more of those. So essentially, if you can't quite see what's happening there, what's going to happen is the shoulders are coming back and going forward. So my arms don't change shape. It's my shoulder movement into there. Okay, so if that makes sense. Most of you look like you were there anyway, that's fine. So just to give you clarification, sometimes it's a bit hard to see. So that's the retraction we're looking for. And hopefully you can really feel around those shoulder areas it's working. So last set of these. That's going to conclude the shoulder area before we give it a little stretch and loosen down. So into that position for 1 and relax. Into that position for 2 and relax. In for 3, back out. In again, relax. In again, relax. One more, 6. That's getting too much for you. Just look at using a wall. And then back. And then back, good. So in again. And then back. Drop it in. And back, make sure those arms aren't bending. Last one through as you go. And then relax, good. So looking at those shoulders, just give them a very quick loosen around. Open out from here. So just kind of open your hands out, open your chest out. Still pulling your shoulders back at this point in time. Just let them relax and hang. Just hang them down to the side. Nice and wide, just drop them down. Good. From that drop position, just hand over the top. Relax, other way across. Relax, one arm nice and straight. Draw it over. You can just look over the shoulder. Other way around. Good. Shoulder sat down. So just going to look a little bit of abdominal work with you now. So what we're going to look to do is just curl ups for 10, legs in the air for 10, sides for 10, and then leg drops for 10. So if we just go curl for 10, legs up side, or legs up for 10, sides as we go through. So just going to count you through this one as we go. So first things first, we're looking at 10 of these. Okay, after that, 10 of these, then 10 to one side, 10 to the other, and then leg drops as we go. Are you ready? Let's go. So 10, and 9, and 8, that's 7, that's 6, and 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Legs up carefully, tuck your tailbones under, and then curling again. Let's go for 10, for 9, 8, and 6, and 4, 3, 2, lovely speed, and 1. Good. Keep those legs there and then rotate smoothly to the side. 10, 9, 10, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6. Change side if you haven't. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last thing, keep legs up if you can, and then just drop one at a time. 1, back up. 2, back up. 3, back up. 4, back up. 5, back up. 6, and 7, and 8. Good. 9, and last one. 10, and then softly put those legs back down as we go. Good. Back around. I've got 2 more of those to go. So back to the first one, just curling up. Let's go. 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs in the air for me. Straight forward again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, Nice and controlled. 6. Breathing. 5. Good. Nice rotation. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Doing well if you still got your legs out. 5. If not, just pop 1 down. Maybe put 2 down. 3, 2, 1. Leg drops to 10. Nice and controlled. 1 at a time. 2 if you want this time. It's up to you. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. 4 down. 5 down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. 1 more set of these. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs elevated. And 10, 9. Nice smooth action. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the sides. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Great speed. 5. Good control. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doubles or singles on the legs. Keep them up if you can. And 10. Up. 9. Up. 8. And 7. And 6. And keep breathing. 5. And 4. And 3 and 2. Good. 1. Relax. End of those bits. Just going to stretch down to finish off. Don't worry. We're going to leave the planks today just because those shoulders have had a lot of work, and what I don't want to do is start getting tired and force them into the wrong position. So try and sit with them nice and wide and just think about that throughout the day, back and down, instead of letting them roll forward all the time. Back and down when you can is always good as you go. So while you're down there, just give these a quick final stretch. So pulling them back, pulling them down. Relax. What you're going to look to do is abdominal stretch. So move into a cobra position, just stretch off through. So hands in front, just curve up. Just ease out those abdominals that have just worked. Again, thinking about pulling those shoulders back. From that position, you can push up, sit on those heels and round that back off. So if you relax, break, sit on the heels, round off your back. Yeah, so from there, you might want to start creeping your shoulders away, creep your hands away a little bit. So essentially, when you got your head down, those fingertips can just crawl your shoulders away a little bit. Yeah, and then crawl them back. Yeah, relax from there as we go. So, shall we give the legs a quick stretch anyway while we're there? So just be gentle on these. They haven't had a lot of work today, so it's just minimal stretching, just 10-second stretching. So into hamstring position. Don't overstretch these because they should be warm before you go into a proper stretch. So just do it as a kind of an ease into it stretch. Yeah, and then when you finish with that one, just from that position, drop it over. We'll go glute stretch. Then when you're ready, change it around, another set of hamstrings. And across other side of glutes. Nearly there, last couple of stretches, then we're finished. Good, from there you can just loosen out side to side to get into that lower back as well. Maybe a few little circles around. Once you finish those circles, we're going to move you into a down face position as you go to stand up. So you can go calves to stretch out, heels face down into that down face position, and then walk yourself up when you're ready. Once you're up and standing, we can go quad stretch one side. Again, just gently into these. Other set of quads. Excellent. Just relax and release there again. So we're slowly putting this puzzle together, looking at all the little bits and bobs. So shoulders now in the bank. So just remember a few of those. If not, you can always flip back to the video as you go. So just those bits will help you to start with that. You can add weights, bands, etc. Bands are better for most of these than weights, to be honest. So if you've got a resistance band, you can tie around for places, or even in your hand for those ones. And don't need it for everything. You're probably good enough to engage in as you go. And then back to a little bit more leg work next week as well. Any questions? Put them on a postcard.